We have session after 10:30 onwards. So that I have put some lecture before our schedule actually 10 a.m. At least 10-15 minutes will take earlier. Now it's 9:30. My voice is clearly audible to you.
Yes, sir, audible, sir.
Okay. Because today I am at home only, so I am conducting from my phone. So there might be a network issue. So whenever getting problem, please put the message or just remind. Mahesh, tell others to join immediately fast.
Yes, sir.
Why the students are taking time to join? Actually, I put the message, or they are not looking for the mobile early in morning. I think everybody, when we wake up from the bed, first we used to have a mobile phone, and then we do other things. I'm finding only 11 students are there. Chalo, call immediately your friend fast. It should not happen like this. Once meeting link is put in the our WhatsApp group, within the 5-10 minutes you should observe it and you should join the lecture. Actually, I put the link at 9:30, 9:32, and now it's 9:46. So near about 15 minutes are over, and your people are taking time to join 15 minutes for the lecture. Mahesh, what is problem?
सर टाइम चेंज झाल्यामुळे सर जॉईन होत नसतील सर 10ला होतील सर.
असं कशाला 10ला actually we have a
रोज
8:30 function. That's why I put the link earlier at 30 minutes. So we should go with our schedule.
दररोज सर 10ला असतात ना त्यामुळं आज
The
असं
basic
झालं
are clear, na?
असल्यामुळं.
You should observe. ठीक आहे, I can understand that 5-10 minutes are it's okay. But exactly 10 looking the message, I am observing that most of the students are seeing the message, but they're not joining. It means what? Things have taken they granted. Means I should wait for half an hour to wait to join with people. Simple logic आहे ना.
करा चालू सर तुम्ही होतील त्याला.
तसं नाही ना, मग लेक्चर घेऊन अर्थच नाही ना मग काय. असं कशाला 10:30ला फंक्शन आहे म्हणून आपण सांगितलं की बाबा ठीक आहे 9:40ला वर चालू करू लेक्चर, 10 मिनिट इकडे तिकडे होऊ शकतात जॉईनिंग साठी. आय पुट ट्वाइस द मेसेज टू जॉईन फास्ट लेवन फास्ट. असं काय आहे का मोबाईल मुलं बघत नाही सकाळी उठल्यानंतर? असं होऊ शकत नाही हे मला माहिती आहे, बरोबर का नाही?
होय सर.
उठला पहिला मोबाईल लागतं सर्वांना, मला माहिती आहे. You might having your separate group or काही हे कसं ग्रुप आहे? Hello. Mahesh, you might having your separate group, na? The students group.
सर
Huh?
हाय.
You should put the message on that group.
टाकलाय सर.
At least I need 50% students, then I can start it, na? Chalo. Shall we revise it? What is in last lecture? Chalo, till now. What is in last lecture? Chalo, starting with what? I think we started with chapter number 1. Correct? What is the name of chapter number 1? कौन सांगता है? Nobody?
Introduction to micro.
Simple logic, na? Introduction to the 805 microcontroller, introduction to the microcontroller 8051. So under that we have the basics of just a microcontroller, and we have seen the definition and some basics of 8051. So what is the definition of microcontroller? Will tell. What is the definition? What is the definition of microcontroller? Who will tell me?
Sir, can
Now सांगायचं, please tell me and then.
microcontroller Vaishnavi Savan.
Okay, good. Professional.
Microcontroller is a clock-driven semiconductor chip which controls the different output tasks based on input condition.
Correct. Very correct. Okay. So basically yesterday we are at the point of what difference between the microprocessor and the controller. We have seen the block diagram, basic diagram of the controller also. This diagram, okay, microprocessor diagram, and actually we need the difference between the controller of this thing. Whether we have done with this part? हे बघितलं का आपण yesterday last lecture ला?
Screen, it was not visible.
Is not visible?
No, sir.
Okay, just wait. Let me share this link. Now it's visible, I think. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what about recording? It is recording. Yeah, it's going on. I think we are done with this this diagram yesterday, no?
Yes, sir.
And we start with the microprocessor as defined, simple block diagram. The microprocessor device again same like a controller, but it doesn't have the on-chip peripherals. On-chip means what? In that IC, it doesn't have the what other devices required to control the other things or actions. If, for example, it don't have the RAM memory on the chip, it don't have the ROM memory, it don't have the IO ports, it don't have the timer on that same IC. It has simple CPU and the ALU in it that forms the microprocessor. And if we're going with the difference also, let's understand before that this diagram is seen. And all these devices need to externally interface by using the data bus and the address bus. If we talk about the function of data bus, and everybody knows that what is the function of bus. If we talk about our ST transportation, what is the use of that? To carry the people from one place to the other place. Okay, that is ST bus transportation. Same way, we have the data bus. The function of this data bus is to take the data from the CPU and give it to the other devices, what are we interfacing with the our controller. Okay, and same way it is a bidirectional. Also, we can take the data from outside the device into the microprocessor. This is function of the data bus. Is it clear? Hello. Have you got the meaning of data bus? Hello.
Yes, sir.
So simple data bus is the bus which carries the data from the microprocessor to the other devices or from other devices to the microprocessor. Same way we have the address bus. Now what is meaning of address? In the name of the address it indicates. Address means what? Particular location. Okay, if you talk about my address is native is the what near about Kasegao. So I'm putting that what exactly location is the Kasegao. So in this case, the function of this address bus is to go to the particular memory location. That is meaning of the address. Whatever the devices we are interfacing, each device has its a unique address to where we require to go. So if you want simple example, if the microprocessor want to send some data, but where to send it? First, it configures its a memory location. For example, I want to put the data at the port 0. So port 0 has some address 001, I can say, for example. So this address bus points through the microprocessor points the address 001, means we are coming at the IO port 0. So this is function of the address bus. Simple meaning, to point the particular memory location or memory address. That is function of the our address bus. Is it clear? If we talk about some history of the microprocessor, first microprocessor is invented by the Intel, that is 4004. And what is the size of that? Only 4-bit microprocessor. And based on the we have the families of that MOS conductors. That is the PMOS, NMOS. Now we have the CMOS logic families on the market, and that is in the 1971. After that, doing the invention that after the Intel in 808, it is the name of IC, yeah? 8080. That was invented in the 1974, which is of the size 8-bit. Difference is what? Size is increased by the twice of the previous one, 4-bit to 8-bit, and this is now logic family PMOS to the NMOS. Then 8085, actually in the previous syllabus of third year, in the first sem we have the 8085 microprocessor in the syllabus, but then it is removed from that. In some part of that, in my, I think it is in DT, it might be there. In digital technique, you have had some introduction to microprocessor. आहे का काय त्यामधला last chapter वगैरे? Have you learned about microprocessor definition, some part in the DT? झालंय का काय? Hello.
No, sir.
Okay, ठीक है. Actually, this is separate IC. As I defined it, what 8085 that IC was there. 8085 IC, that is a microprocessor in the syllabus, and all other peripheral devices such as 808251 to have the serial communication. When I come at a difference, I will tell that part. Okay. Such that by doing the invention, now it is going to 16-bit microprocessor there, 8088, then 8086 is 16-bit is there. Like this, the invention is going on. And if we talk about our processor, desktop computers, what are using the laptops and the PCs, it has the 32-bit Intel processor. It might be starting with the nowadays we have the i3, i5, i7 series there, i10 series also there in that. And this now 32-bit is now coming with the market of what 64-bit, that is Intel 8056. Okay, this was the invention in the 2000 thereabout. So like this invention are going in the increase the size also, and some features in that particularly added in that. Okay, this is the history of the microprocessor. Then we'll go with the microcontroller as a defined simple. Last time also we taken the definition. An integrated circuit that contains a microprocessor means what? We have the ALU in the CPU unit. Along with that, we have the on-chip devices, that is a memory and other controlling devices such as the timer, IO ports, the timer, okay, serial communication port, that form the microcontroller. Now, have you got the definition or difference between the microprocessor and the controller? कळलं का difference? थोडक्यात. Hello. सिंपल डिफरन्स कळला तुम्हाला काय मायक्रोप्रोसेसर आणि कंट्रोलर? मायक्रोप्रोसेसर इज व्हॉट सिंपल, इट हॅज द सीपीयू. आपण जे यूज करतो डेस्कटॉप पीसीज ते मायक्रोप्रोसेसर आहे. इट डजंट हॅव दी ऑन चिप रॅम, रॉम, टायमर, काउंटर, ऑझिलो टायमर, काही तसलं नाही त्यामध्ये. ओके, बट कंट्रोलर फॉर्म मायक्रोकंट्रोलर फॉर्म्स विथ व्हॉट? इट हॅज मायक्रोप्रोसेसर, मीन्स इट हॅज अ सीपीयू unit. Along with it has some additional devices. Which devices? It is CPU means what? It is part of microprocessor. Along with that, it has what? RAM memory, random access memory, that is called data memory also. It has the ROM also, that is program memory, permanent memory. Then it has serial communication port, some different timers, counters, IO ports, some other devices, watchdog timer, UART, I2C. Nowadays, we have the ADC, DAC, I2C, SPI communication. All this thing is single IC is there. If talk about the ARM processors are there now, ARM controllers are there in market, LPC 2148. This might be in your third or second sem, you have the subject embedded system, in that it has that IC. Okay, so this is the basic difference between the microprocessor and the controller. This controller is what? Same like a microprocessor, it has ALU unit along with the CPU, and additionally it has the other controlling devices and it is mentioned here. What? On chip devices. On chip is what? Inbuilt. In the single IC, we have that. But in case of microprocessor, only CPU is there in that, and these devices need to be externally. External means what? Separate ICs are there for each device. We need to interface. That is meaning of the not inbuilt, we can say. But in case of 8051, okay, 8051 is not Intel processor. It is a Atmega 8051. I will remove this here. Atmega. This is the name of company. Atmega, Motorola. Too many things are there. There are about 150 or more than 150 different vendors are there that manufactures the different microcontrollers are there in that. Okay. So this is a simple diagram of the microcontroller. It has a simple microprocessor along with the all the other controlling devices. A diagram draw करेंगे सर. Hello. Draw this diagram. And today we need to send everybody the screenshot of your notebook because we'll finish mostly today the chapter of this. Try to complete the notebook proper way. We might have the chances of starting the college physically. It not be there, doesn't matter. But we should keep our notes in proper way. Things are required every time. This subject is very, very important in case of all the things, placement activity, project, all it matters. Write the definition also, small definition. My voice is clear, audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Over, done. Hello. Have you done with this slide? Hello. Mahesh.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Done, everyone? Atkale?
Yes, sir.
Okay, chalo. Have you written the definition also? One more definition.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And this is history of the microcontroller, how it is invented. Starting with it is written also here 404, one of the first microcontroller invented of the 4-bit size, and it operated the frequency of 108 kilohertz in 1971. Means it like a simple same processor. What was there on the in the processor also. After that 4048, that was the controller developed of the size 8-bit in the 1976. And after that 8031 was the first microcontroller. It has some on-chip devices and that is of size 8-bit, but it don't have the ROM. It might have the RAM memory in that only. And after that we have the 1981 era. 1980 they have invented, but it is launched in the 1981. That is the first controller we are looking for, that 8051. It is 8-bit controller, and it is a maskable ROM memory. It is there. Okay, what is maskable meaning? We'll see that. Simple meaning of maskable is what? through the CPU or through the instruction, we can have the access of that ROM. That is meaning of maskable. We have the interface in that. So 8051 is the 8-bit microcontroller which has on-chip RAM, ROM, timer, counter, serial ports, all these things. Okay. Then microchip, that is the name of company. This is Atmel actually. Developed by the PIC16C64, which is of the size 8-bit controller. Also, this is also microcontroller. It is invented in the 1985. The full form of PIC. PIC. PIC means what? The programmable interrupt controller. Means it has the additional feature, that is the interrupt device. It is on chip which handles the different types of interrupt. What is the meaning of interrupt? Now our lectures are going on, and somebody is in the person or through the any activity made through the mobile phone. If the call is coming, what happens? What was our lecture is going on? It interrupts, disturbs in similar way. And depends upon if the call is very, very important or the person which is coming in toward me, it is important, then I require to what? Stop this lecture and I can talk with that person. Okay, or I can receive the call. Once over, I can engage the continue my lecture. Same thing happens in the controller interruption occurs. It might be hardware interrupt, it might be software interrupt. Means the process software interrupt means what? A signal which it takes the attention of the controller, and based on the priority, it suspend the current task. Means suspension means what? What was the current program is going on? It stores at the certain memory location in the SP stack pointer, and it goes to the what was the task is coming, and it executes that. Once that interpreted task is executed, then it goes to this program, or what was the main program stored, and continues from that. Okay, that is meaning of interrupt. Clear? Hello. Concept of interrupt, have you got it? I need a response. If yes or no, you have the two choices in that. Repeat करतो. Simple interrupt means what? When your task is going on, some external events occurred in the control also, or in our day-to-day life also. Okay, so based on that event, controller require to decide that what was my current programming is going on, I should suspend it. Okay, and suspension means what? Stop the execution. And whenever that program counter location is there, we are storing some other memory address, because we want to start the program again. So from which location it should start? We require to that memory address. Okay, we are putting in the stack pointer, and what was the event is coming, we are executing that event, and then we are returning back to the what was the address stored in the that stack pointer, and from that again we are continuing our main task. Okay, simple example. Now again I'll give you an example of real-time example. Now you are studying somewhere, or you are attending the lecture at your home, correct? And from the someone your might be your sister or brother is coming and saying that how sister, how to do this example, all this thing. Means what happens, that your sister or brother going to be interrupted you. Okay, if that is the task of your friend, brother or sister, it is important, then you are giving the solution to that. That is means of interruption. Means you are suspending what was the lecture is going on, and you are solving the problem of your brother or sister. Once you are solved, you are coming return back to the lecture. The same thing happening in the microcontroller. It handles the different types of interrupt. Now clear?
Yes, sir.
Now we require to go with the difference between the microprocessor and the controller. Okay, simple diagram. I showed last lecture also. It has only control in it, CPU, ALU, and registers inside the IC. This part is inside IC. Okay, did it have address bus, data bus? No issue in that control bus. All things will be there always in the all kind of controllers or microprocessors. Okay, but in case of microcontroller, along with the CPU, ALU, registers, we have IO ports, counters, timers, RAM memory, ROM memory. Means on chip we have the all these devices. Okay, but in case of microprocessor, we don't have. We need to externally interface by using these devices, data bus and address bus. Same diagram I have shown here also. Microprocessor has only ALU register and control unit. ALU means CPU only. This found the CPU. But in case of control, we have the RAM, ROM, serial port, watchdog timer, ports, interrupts, timer. I taken some example, different example here. So interrupt device also it is there. Registers are there, control units are there. That from the microcontroller. And this also same diagram I have taken here. Only what little bit I have taken the large diagram. Internally it has microprocessor in it, ALU, register control unit, and we need to interface input devices and external output devices also externally, and memory also externally. But in case of controller, we have all these things inside the IC. This is architecture, you can say. Architecture means what? Inside the IC, how the devices are put and what are the devices located in that. Detail and internal structure of the IC is called as a architecture diagram. So in that we have the CPU, we have the RAM, ROM, memory, interrupt controller, as I said, that timer, counter, ADC, DAC, clock, crystal oscillator, serial interface, input output ports are there, IO ports, we can say. And I think you have cleared now more effectively what is microprocessor in the controller. Okay. So let's run that. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you need to draw the either this diagram, this small diagram I can draw. This is and this one fast, and take the difference between the microprocessor and the controller. This is asking in the exam sometimes for the 4 marks. So you should be able to write down. You can draw this also or this also. Choice is yours. But draw it fast. Over, done. Hello. Over. Mahesh, done this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then we have the difference between the microprocessor and the microcontroller. Let's understand. First is what I just write on the diagram. Microprocessor have the CPU standalone. Only it has the CPU, and the RAM, ROM, IO port, timers are separate. Means we need to interface externally. Only it has the CPU on a chip, but these devices separately we have to interface. But in case of microcontroller, it has CPU, RAM, ROM, IO ports, timer, counters, all are on a single chip in single IC, that is 8051. Okay, we talk about the microprocessor IO ports. 8255 is the device IC, we need to have the IO ports. For the RAM and the ROM memory, we need to have the separate memories to be interfaced here. Second difference, designer can decide on the amount of ROM and the RAM memory can be interfaced. So choice is there, how much amount of memory can be interfaced by using the whatever the user or designer is there in the case of microprocessor. The size of the memory, in case of 8051, we have the 4 kilobyte of the ROM on chip and the RAM of 128 byte only. Okay, but this is not sufficient. That's why we need to go for the external interfacing also in the control case also. But here we have the choice. We can have the maximum memory to be interfaced. Okay, then it uses an external bus to interface to RAM and the ROM. That is, as I said, that what we require the data bus and the address bus to interface the RAM and the ROM memory or other peripherals also. But in case of microcontroller, it uses internal controlling bus. Means what? All things are inside the IC. All are connected through the same data bus and the address bus. But in case we need the external bus to interface the RAM and the ROM memory. It has many instruction, means or to operate or to program that microprocessor, it has the large number of instruction sets to configure other devices, all these things. But in case of microprocessor, it has the small amount or few instruction set to access the memory or the CPU or to perform the programs in case of microcontroller. Access time for memory and IO are more. Access time means what? To keep the data from the memory inside the microprocessor or to send the data from microprocessor to the memory. It requires more time because it has a crystal oscillator, that is called as a machine cycle speed is going to be large one. That's why it requires the more time. But in case of microcontroller, it has all devices inside the IC, so it requires the less time for the access, as well as we have the 12 megahertz crystal oscillator. That's why speed is also in the microsecond for the accessing. It is used for the general purpose application to allow the handle loads of the data. Means all general purpose is what? If we talk about all the PCs or laptops or Android tablet, we have all the these devices having the microprocessor inside that. And it, why it is including that? Because we need to handle the large data. We can store the data maximum. We need to have the large capacity RAM memory, 2 GB, 4 GB, 10 GB. Nowadays you can understand mobile phones also they have the 6, 12 GBs RAM memories and hard disk of 1 TB near about. So it handles the large data. That's why we require to handle interface the different memories of this size of maximum. That's why all these is in the general purpose applications. But this it is for the specific application, that is called as the embedded system. Means once with the help of the 8051, for example, if I design 8051 for the home automation, when the person is entering, door must open automatic. That is a passive application. Okay, so for that 8051, I have to talk about open the Windows Microsoft 10. We cannot open it because it doesn't have the OS and all these thing part. But in case of microprocessor 805, we can have installed the operating system and we can open the all other devices also. Okay. Then microprocessor is the heart of the computer system. Means what was the microcomputer we are using? It is heart of that. Means all the PC desktop system requires a microprocessor. Microcontroller is the heart of an embedded system. As I defined that part, embedded system is hardware and the software combination. It has the hardware part, physical components, 8051, timer, counter, sensors, that forms the hardware part. But in case of microprocessor, doesn't have that. More flexible in the design point of view. More flexible in case of design point of view, because it doesn't have the all the devices inside. Simple ICs there, we can design it very easily. It is less flexible because it has some fixed size components inside the device. We require to configure and we can use from the different memory location from the RAM access. That's why it is a less flexible. And type of microprocessors are based on the von Neumann architecture, but in case of microcontroller, it is based on the Harvard architecture. So what is this von Neumann and the Harvard? We are doing the difference of that. Classification is there. Funda is what? We have the RAM and the ROM memory. RAM is called as a data memory, ROM is called as a program memory. So how these ICs, the RAM and the ROM memory, lies in the single chip or it is a separate? That's based on that we have this architecture type, von Neumann and the Harvard architecture. Okay. Have you got this difference of the microprocessor and the controller? Hello. Difference होना
Yes,
कहाँ लेगा? हाँ, if some particular difference point is not understanding, please tell me, I'll tell that part. कुठलाचा पॉइंटला कळत नाही घातला, कळलं सगळं. Okay, take this part then. If you understood this, please take it fast. So up till now, what you have seen, difference between the microprocessor and the controller, it must reach to me through the WhatsApp, all this thing. Don't put the PDF file. You need to send only images, photo, put roll number on that. If you understand that who is the person, because I'm noting the roll numbers also. Over. Done this over. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Everybody, others. Pratiksha Yadav. Yadav is there.
Yes, sir.
Shinde, Chetali.
Yes, sir.
Done this.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Chalo. Then chalo, start putting your numbers, roll numbers. 1 sequentially, as I said that previously. Put a roll number 1 is there. Atkale. Absent. So number 2. Go ahead fast. 2, 3, 4.
3.
Don't call your number. I said that put the message in the chat box. Number 2 is there. Absent. 3. Absent. 4. Binge.
Sir.
Okay, 3 is there. 4 is there. 5 there. 6 is there. Go ahead next. 7, 8, 9. 7 absent. 8, 9, 10, 11,
In present, sir.
9, 10 absent.
2 also present.
Put a message, madam. I am calling number. Miss Scott, you should put the chat in chat box. 12, 13, 14. 12 is absent. 13, 14 is there. 15, 1, 5 absent. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 24, Yadav, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 30 is absent.
Sir, 31 present.
30 is there. 30 I'm asking. 30. Don't put in between number. Once I call in number, you have to tell afterwards. I will at last. Those are missing the numbers. Huh? 30 is there. Once ask this, you should tell the numbers. Na Gopal, Gofne, Amol. 26 also. Now you are putting the numbers. Chalo, 31, 2, 3, 33, 34, 35, 34, 35 absent, 36, 37, 38, absent, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 44 absent, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 49, 50, 51. Now put those are missing numbers, can put it now. I'll recall the numbers. Number 1 is absent, 7, 9, 10, 12, 15, 16, 34, 35, 36, 38, 40, 41, 44, 49, 50, 51. These are the absent students. If somebody is in that, let me know number and you can put the number now. Done? Okay, thank you. Thank you for early joining. Now you might have the session. You can go for the session now. Okay.